TP1 Black. You know, I've gotten a lot of questions about this rod over the year. Oh yeah, got him. Oh man, honey, that's a good one. Got him. There you go. Oh my God. Oh Lord. That's a good one. All right, guys, this has been a review 1 year, actually maybe even 2 years. I think maybe 2 years in the making. And, you know, I don't like to just get things right off the bat and do kind of like a review or you know, a video, because you haven't spent the time with these things. Matter of fact, when one of my first products that I ever reviewed for LEWS was this guy right here, the Hank Parker Signature Series rod. I mean, it just rolls right off the tongue. I can keep saying it because I've said it so many times. Walmart rod. And guys, I can't tell you the countless number of those rods that people have referred back to me and said, I bought this rod on your recommendation, and yes, it is everything that you said it would be. Are the guides the most fantastical? No, it's a $40 rod. You know, have I broken them? Yeah, it's a $40 rod, right? I've broken $200 rods, $250 rods, right? I stepped on them, kicked them over the boat, you name it, I've done everything to them. But this rod is roughly about $100. You know, you can find it different places, different times. Maybe you're holding your mouth right. I don't know. But wherever you find this rod, grab it, right? This is the TP1 Black, and I doubt that'll probably focus in, but you know what? I'm going to be placing up some nice B-roll for you guys, little B-roll, you know, about this combo. And, you know, just to real quick go over the things. Actually, before I even go over that, yes, I am sponsored by LEWS. I've worked my butt off to become sponsored by such a great company, and I'm proud to be. I would keep fishing them even if I stopped being sponsored by them, because I developed a love for the product. All of their products perform phenomenally, and I don't see a reason to go to anything. Now, if I didn't have a sponsorship, yeah, I'd probably grab, you know, another reel here, maybe another rod manufacturer here, but let me tell you, I would primarily have a majority of LEWS stuff, simply because I love everything about the reels and the rods. Nah, I can't say that. You know, there are certain things about certain rods that I don't like. So, you know, that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to be true to you guys here, right? And if that upsets you that I have a sponsorship by LEWS and that I'm not gonna, you know, do something fairly, you're wrong, because I am gonna talk about this rod fairly. First and foremost, the guides. The guides are micro spin guides. Microwave, I always call them something that they're not. But you know what? I've become less of a fan of these guides over the years. Now, that said, I'm ordering more of these rods. You know, this is the rod that I am actually going to primarily use on my boat here and in the future. Is going to be this TP1 Black, because I love it so much. Am I, again, super thrilled about the guides? Meh. You know, I like micro spin guides if I'm just going to run braid, if I'm just going to run fluorocarbon, but if I'm going to run leaders, I don't like them. Plain and simple. But I don't really run leaders, so it's not really a big problem for me. So, you know, really, I'm both a fan and not a fan of the micro guides. Real quick about the features of this rod. Dry tack grips, HM50 blank, very lightweight, especially when you pair this baby with a Hypermag. Hypermag, probably my most absolute favorite LEWS reel that there is. More than the Pro TI, more than some of the other models, I love the Hypermag the absolute most. And it's worth the price. It's worth the price that you pay. It's incredibly light. And when you pair this with any rod is phenomenal. Has full strength to be able to do everything that you need to do. Matter of fact, let's watch that in action.
That's what we came for right there, boys and girls. Guys, missile baits, D-bomb, right there.
Dang.
Proof's in the pudding.
Okay.
Did I get him though?
Oh, I love squealing drags, guys. I love squealing drags, right? So, you know, I've put this rod through the paces, and this model right here is the 7.4 heavy power fast action, right? And it's weighted up to 3/16 to 1.5 ounce. Now, a lot of the time I roll a 1 ounce weight on this thing. It's had all the sensitivity in the world for me to detect those bites. That's what I like. But again, I love the affordability of it. I love how strong this rod is as a blank. I mean, there have been times, let's say, here's one where I just horsed it out.
Whoa. There we go, guys. Another one for the boat. That TP1 Black pair with a Hypermag. Whoa. Second flip in, baby. That's a good one. Oh.
Right, so you could see right there to where I just horsed that fish out. Wasn't caring about my blank failing or anything like that. And that's what I like. This is what I like in a product. I want a product that is a good value. It needs a good value. That Hank Parker Signature Series rod, great value, incredible value, right? Because you can do dang near anything on those rods that you're looking to do. But I've used this heavy action rod from everything from frogging to jigging to Carolina rigging, which I've got on there right now. I like heavier action rods. I like having enough stick behind, you know, my inability at times to recognize a bite, right? You know, maybe I was like, oh, was that a bite? I don't know. I want enough stick there. I want enough stick that's going to haul frogfish out from deep cover, something that's going to hold up.
Oh, yeah. Got him. Oh, man, honey, that's a good one.
Is that a good one?
Can you get the net?
Uh-huh.
Can you get the net, please? Woo! Please get the net. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, honey. Woo! Yeah, baby! I saw a small school of fish on my side scan out there, and I said, you know what, let me turn around, see what I can get. Woo! We're gonna have to put that one on the scale.
And that's why this is one of my favorite rods in the entire LEWS lineup. Now, I have a couple other that I like a little bit more. For instance, the Custom Light here. The Custom Light, in my mind, comes with better guides, still gets the exposed reel seat there, got your dry tack wind grips. I really like those on my rods. That really does matter because it's a light material, but it's also, when your hands are sweaty, when they're wet, you can grip the rod a whole lot better. And I think this blank right here has more sensitivity than the HM50, right? This is a high modulus 50 blank, and generally the higher that number goes up, the more sensitivity you're gonna get. Whereas this one right here is an HM85. So you are getting a little bit more sensitivity with this rod blank, but also it costs more. So you're paying for what you're getting between the two, right? You've got HM50, HM85, a little bit more sensitive blank, a little bit better guides, but at the same time, I've never had a problem with the microwave guides on this. And don't let that discourage you from buying this rod, because like I said, this is the rod that I'm going to primarily carry on my boat going forward. A few other things more that I can tell you about this rod. The hook keeper is up here in front of the reel seat. The reel seat is a skeletal reel seat, so that when you are holding onto this rod, you have direct contact with the blank. I love that because I'm all about doing every single thing I can to detect the bite. Putting my finger on the line, or I'm grabbing the reel, or I've got an index finger up here touching the blank, or I'm holding the blank or holding the line up here. I'm doing everything I can possibly to detect a bite, because one bite can make the most amount of difference. So you have to do everything. You know, you see, I was watching Jordan Lee, you know, when he won first Bassmaster on that jig, you know, he's sitting there and he's holding that line and he's pulling that jig over structure, cover, and, you know, so I do the same thing. So everything that I can do to increase the amount of feel that I have, and these things have incredible sensitivity, great sensitivity. Are they the amount of sensitivity that you're going to get with a $200, $250, $300 rod? Probably not. You're spending $100. You're spending $100 and you're getting a durable, lightweight, very well functioning rod. And it's one that I truly can recommend. As I said, it's one that I'm going to carry a lot more of. And I'm going to put cheaper reels on there too, right? I'm going to put some smashes on there, have a little black and red combo, kind of like the old black and red. And I'm going to do that because that smash reel, yet again, another incredible value at the price point. It's like a $70 reel, and I will put that reel through some tests, and I've been incredibly impressed with the castability of that reel and how well it performs. It doesn't have as much drag as the Hypermag here, and I mean, come on, that chrome's just sexy. That chrome is just all kinds of sexy. I love this reel. I love when I get them out of the box brand new. They're just, whoa, they look so good. And you know, they can get tarnished over time. They can, especially depending on how rough you are on your reels. And you know, if you're slamming them down on hard surface and everything, you know, they will tarnish over time. That's just how it is. Take care of your stuff. You know, you see this one, it's in incredible shape, and I've had this thing on there for over a year, close to a year and a half. So it's still in incredible shape. I've hauled some hogs out of grass. I wouldn't say deep grass, but let me tell you, it took some hauling, you know. But everything from frogs, jigs, Texas rig worms, this series of rod really is something that I love a lot. And just in case you want to know the exact model of the rod I'm holding, this is the pitchin stick. Again, 7.4 heavy, fast action. Can't recommend the TP1 series enough, guys. Yes, again, sponsored by LEWS. If I didn't believe in the product, I wouldn't be sponsored by them, because trust me, guys, for YouTubers and content creators, that's a big thing. Actually, the biggest thing is not like compensation from a brand. It's literally, does the product align with your values? I've talked to so many guys, like I've tried to bring guys onto the LEWS program, and because they're just like, nah, you know what? No, I'm a Shimano guy. I don't really want to represent LEWS. Like, I respect that, right? Kind of like I'm a LEWS guy. I don't really care about having another brand out there, because I've been nothing but incredibly happy with all the products that I've gotten from LEWS. I think they're one of the best value brands that is out there. You're going to get a workhorse rod and reel. If you had this combo, you would love it, guys. Trust me, this exact combo and this exact, even better, put the new custom on there that's even lighter than this guy, and my goodness, you're going to have one heck of a rod. Now, I do everything with heavy rods, everything from skipping with them. I love skipping with heavy rods, and it's harder, but I can do that, and I can do that with this combo if need be. That is a review that has truly been a year in the making. That's my honest opinion of this rod, of even this reel combo. But we're really talking about the rod, because you know, any LEWS reel that you get, you're going to be happy with it. You're really going to, especially when you get up into this range of quality and components, and yeah, you're going to be incredibly happy. I can't. The Hypermag is by far it's my most favorite LEWS reel that there is, hands down. I love all the other ones that I have, but my favorite is this guy right here. And if you are looking at trying to truly match a LEWS rod to a presentation, just know that a lot of the time the blanks are just a shade on the stiffer side. So for instance, if you're going like, oh, I think, you know, this medium heavy would probably do great for cranks or something. Well, the medium's probably going to be more in line with what you're looking for in certain series of these rods. Now, when you get up into the higher ones, like your custom Team LEWS or your Pro TI models, those are actually they're a lot more accurate to what the statement of the power is. Whereas some of these models, your TP1s, your TP1 Blacks, your customs, actually once you hit that custom level, you know, the black and white ones, or they're all black now actually, those are very accurate as to the power. So guys, I hope this is a good video for you as far as, you know, determine whether you want to buy this rod. I can't recommend it enough. I love it. It's great. And if you get it, I think you're going to love it too. So, you know, I'll drop some links down below, Tackle Warehouse links. You can find these on Tackle Warehouse, and we'll, you know, let me know in the comments section what you think. If you bought one, you absolutely hate it, that's your opinion of it. This is the one that I bought. I'm buying more. I'm getting more. You know, take that for what you will. But guys, as always, thanks for watching this video. If you have any questions regarding this, hopefully I've kind of answered a lot of them, but maybe you've got something specific that's kind of holding you back from your purchase of this rod. If you ask that in the comment section down below, I will give you my honest opinion. I don't hold back. I don't hold my honest opinion back of things. There was a product that I really thought was crap. You'd probably never see me ever talk about it on my channel. I'm not going to do that to you. I know your money is important to you and you want to spend your money on good gear, and this is good gear. As always, thanks for watching. Please like, comment, share, subscribe. Don't back up, don't back down. We'll see you around.